We typically explain this to a lot of realtors because what we do is really innovative and creative in nature. Is let's say 85% of realtors are used to having buyers come to the table and those buyers getting financing through banks and having to go through underwriting and appraisals and stuff like that. Since COVID, as many of us know, where the real estate market was then to where it's now, especially in New England, where the market has slowed down and there's not as many opportunities on market. Properties are starting to sit. Interest rates are high because of where the market is going. And what we're seeing continually is that the market is really screaming for there to be unconventional and creative ways to get deals across the table. So realtors are not having to deal with terminated listings and expired listings and are able to provide another tool in their tool belt. That's really what we specialize in, what we're experts in. We have our own underwriters on our team. We have our own transaction coordinator that works hand in hand with title companies, our attorneys and such. And what we're kind of getting into now is really trying to educate, coach, and mentor real estate agents across New England to teach them that there are other options and creative ways to be able to get these deals across the table without posing any sort of significant risk or doing things illegal or anything like that. And I've talked to so many realtors and they say, I hear time and time again, a lot of what we actually do and what we need to know is actually not what we're taught when we're going to get our license. Number one, really providing massive value in just the education and just the teaching about what these options are, what are these strategies really are, so that realtor is able to take that into any seller, any client that they may have in the inevitable future. So for instance, after we get through a lot of the educating and the teaching about all of this stuff, learning, for instance, that do you have a client that might need to sell in 2 to 3 weeks or under 45 days, can't get financed, running into problems with inspections, running into problems with appraisals, FHA not qualifying them, stuff like that. They'll have the education and know withal to be able to be like, hey, I might have an option, I might have a solution for my client with this sort of thing. What we find with a lot of the realtors that we work with, where they find a lot of value in working with us and doing creative deals, is they get paid all their commissions. Number one, most important. Number two, whether or not if the deal works out now, great, it provided a solution now to your current client. And if not, at least they have the education or the wisdom after working with us and kind of going through the process of learning how this all works to provide solutions and value to other realtors and clients in the future. Never mind, it helping get more deals across the table, increasing the volume, increasing the amount of money that a realtor can make per year, and also being able to know that they can trust us, as we have our own transaction coordinator that works with title companies that will basically pull title within 48 hours. Usually we're pulling title, we're seeing what's on there, we're handling a lot of the load that a lot of title companies also take care of, but we do it internally and more immediately right in the very beginning, so because we're used to closing really quick.